Welcome. I'll be reacting to Space 1999, Season 1, Episode 19. This is not a market substitute. Please support the original.
Control systems out!
Alpha to Eagle 1. Come in 1.
Oh, not another crash. Ow. Sandra! Oh no. Oh, this is not good. Peter Cushing? They have the best guest stars on this show.
3 are alive, Paul. I can't get a reading from Commander Koenig. Bob.
I'm sure he's fine.
Dr. Russell, get a medical team over to Launch Pad 7.
We're on our way.
Oh, a medical eagle. Nice. I love seeing the specialized eagles.
Come in, Eagle
Koenig
4.
had a bad head injury, but it sounds like
This
him.
is Commander Koenig.
Is it though? That was a nasty cut. Yeah, he's right there. Oh no, it's an imposter, like a shapeshifter. Who are you, sir? Are you really Peter Cushing? What are you up to, whoever you are? And how do you know how to work the transport system?
Paul,
There he is.
Dr. Russell, Helena.
Oh, okay. I think this is all in his mind then. He's just passed out, and this is him in his mind. And Peter's character is testing him or trying to learn about him, experimenting on him. That's my guess. And this is all just in his head. I love abandoned space station episodes. They are my favorite. There should be way more blood from a head injury, though. I've cut my head a few times and it's just gushing. This is much later, I think in the 90s or early 2000s when Horatio Hornblower came out, but they said they had to keep all the battle damage really superficial until I think like 9 p.m. or something, and then they could show like the gushing head injuries. Some kind of rule about UK television. I remember reading about it in the behind the scenes. The watershed for free-to-air television in the UK is 9 p.m. And yes, it was active during the 1970s. A notable breach was during a live interview on the Today Show when there was swearing. Okay, that makes sense. Why the head injury is present but not. Who was that? It looked like Jeannie from I Dream of Jeannie. Quick, make a wish. This is so creepy.
We'll have to separate this section from the rest of the Eagle and have it carried back to Alpha.
Affirmative.
Oh, that makes sense. People were commenting how neat it was that the Eagles were modular, and this is a great example of why that's important. I love his geode collection. He was collecting crystals before it was cool. I feel like I'm watching Haunting of Hill House, like, where are the ghosts in the background? That was definitely movement there. I saw it. Yeah. If this was me, I would start checking the logs to see where everyone went. I didn't notice who was directing this episode, but they did an outstanding job so far. I mean, the lighting here, some of the framing earlier, so well done. Beautiful. There he is. The legend himself.
I hope you enjoy your stay here on Zeno, Commander Koenig.
So maybe the body is a decoy. That's the other theory I have. Perhaps Koenig is being experimented on actively and they just left that conveniently unresponsive body that looked like him. They did that once on Stargate where they cloned Colonel O'Neill, but it was an imperfect clone, and they just want to leave something so people wouldn't suspect. I wonder if it's a similar situation here.
It is not a dream, but all very real, I assure you. What we need or want, we create with our minds.
Nice. He is not the alien that walked by in the background previously, who was wearing orange. He's wearing blue. There's got to be at least two of them running around.
Because
Because, Commander, my father is
There
the foremost
she is.
anthropologist on Zeno.
I knew there was someone else. Neat effect. She does have a bit of the I Dream of Jeannie look to her. No blinking required.
Your quarters on Alpha.
This is only vaguely related, but I was doing a Pinterest board of how I wanted to kind of redesign some of my furniture and stuff, and I kept picking white furniture, and I was like, that's so weird. I've never liked white furniture before. What is going on? And I just looked in this scene, and I think subconsciously, I just want Space 1999 to be real. And I think that's why I'm contemplating refinishing some of my pieces as white. I just realized that's why. It's because of you, Koenig. Mystery solved.
a permanent guest.
I'm sorry? Permanent?
You are our missing link.
This is so neat.
Fattening me off for the slaughter?
That is a really nice plate. It even has a little napkin ring. That looks like wine. A really interesting looking pear. Or maybe it's a salt shaker. And is that peas? It's actually pretty close to what I have for dinner every night.
But if that is all he wanted to learn from you, he would simply read your mind, as I would.
The principle is exactly the same. I am being kept here against my will for scientific research.
I think he'll be able to convince her, and ultimately she'll help them get him out. Or maybe find him a little spaceship to leave.
I'm not a Zenite. What's not harmful to you may be to me.
Mm-hmm.
And you can tell your father I'll do everything I can to get back to Alpha.
Oh, I love that we get to see this. Wow.
John, it's all right. You're safe now.
Nope, I think you're basically in the menagerie.
Sandra's dead.
Sandra.
When all of us gonna die.
Oh, okay, it's just in his head. Victor would never say that. That's not Victor.
Life is waiting for us, John.
Commander, you should have listened to Victor.
Yay. No harm, huh? Ah.
There were 4 of us in that crash. 3 will survive, and John. Why him? Why couldn't it be me or Alan or
No.
Sandra?
All of you are valuable. Okay, I kind of live for his lunches. Look at this. It's so good. It's healthy. And I think those are salt and pepper shakers.
Do you wish me to send him back?
Yes.
I don't know.
If they're telepathic, though, why are they still talking to each other? Wouldn't they just read each other's minds?
I want you to stay with me.
All right, Captain Kirk.
Please wait a while longer.
Listen to Sandra. I think she saw something during the crash. Maybe she sensed there's another person interfering.
A world without fear.
A world without fear.
This theme again.
It's the not knowing that's getting everybody down.
Oh, and who's going to take over? You? You, Paul?
Yeah, Paul.
Koenig is still breathing!
Well, they could just call the new person acting commander. Put Paul in charge. I mean, I'm biased. I like his character, and I trust him. But Carter, you need to stand down and support Paul. Why do I feel like she's manipulating him to do what she wants? And it's not his choice. Oh, Sandra.
No.
Dr. Russell is going to disconnect your life support system. She believes you are dead.
Which world do you choose now?
Oh, now you're giving him a choice?
In time, you'll understand.
What do I do till then? At this moment, all I understand is my love for you.
You've known him like 2 days. It's fine. Don't be a Disney princess. Go, Bob! Ooh. This is wild. Whoa, Carter. It's pretty impressive. Maybe Carter should be training the security guards.
I still believe it's more important to feel than to think.
It is the perfect
Interesting.
balance between the two that must be achieved. Both our worlds have yet to learn how.
There we go. Here we have another Location Without Fear episode. Although in this case, I think the better way of putting it is a group of people who don't value emotion, the full range thereof. They're more about the intellect. And then we saw Alpha behaving very emotionally, and both sides ending up saying we need to find more balance between the intellect and what we feel. And I think that normally Alpha actually does have that balance. It's just with Koenig gone and no set leader in place, it got a little bit chaotic. And I hope that after he hears about what went down, Koenig makes the decision to have a formal announcement of, in the future, if this happens again and I'm incapacitated, this person is taking over. My vote is Paul. Because that will help avoid this happening again. I kind of wish that they had done that at the end of the episode. It was a cute ending, but I think that would have been more powerful. The love story also felt so rushed that I pretty much just thought she was manipulating him the whole time, or vice versa, like it was his cunning plan to get away. I didn't really feel any kind of connection between the two of them. It felt forced to me, partly because they had just met and she was his captor. I mean, like, I didn't feel it. I'm sorry. I loved her outfit though, the kind of extra dramatic version of I Dream of Jeannie. And the gold glistening skin tone was pretty cool in the makeup. I just wasn't buying Koenig wanting to stay with her because, I don't know. I know it's not blatant, but I always get the vibe that he and Helena kind of don't necessarily have something going, but that it's about to start. There's this connection between them, a really, really good chemistry. And maybe it's just that those two actors work really well together, but I'm pretty sure the two of them have something. Like, he brought her that flower as an apology one time, and I realized who knows what order the episodes air in and what I'm watching them in, so I shouldn't go by what I've previously seen. But surely other people agree that he and Helena should be together, right? So the fact that he just sees this beautiful alien in her gorgeous outfit and just is like, yeah, I want to stay here. No, they didn't even mention Helena. Like, he didn't even wrestle with, how can I leave her behind? The fact that he didn't even bring her up when he was around telepathic aliens, you're telling me that he didn't even think about her? No. Helena is gorgeous and an amazing person. And if I were Koenig, I don't care that there's this alien. I would be thinking about Helena. Now, maybe I'm biased. I can't even conceive of, like, giving up Helena. I'm sorry. How is this even a question? Post in the comments, would you have gone for that random alien, or would you have been loyal to Helena no matter what? Because I am sure that I would have stuck by her, even if it meant being trapped on a planet for eternity. But as a result of that, I don't know about this episode. The concept was fantastic. I thought the set design was a lot of fun, and the costuming, oof, loved it. The acting, especially from Barry, was just awesome. I mean, Out of Control Victor, we never get to see that. So it's like I really enjoyed this episode, but at the same time, I'm kind of mad at it. No, you're not finishing each other's sandwiches.
Can I say something crazy? Will you marry me?
Can I say something even crazier? Yes!
You've known her a few days. So for me, this episode was interesting, but I feel like it needed a little bit more editing in the writer's room.